Hey there, and welcome to today's video. My name is Courtney, and I hope you are having a fantastic day. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump right into it as I feel like I normally do. But okay, so obviously today is a candy cane taste testing video, and I don't know about you, but like when I go to the store and see how many different kinds of candy canes there are, it's almost overwhelming. There are so many different kinds of candy canes. Like, I feel like I remember being in elementary school and there was like maybe one or two choices, and we would bring them in for school, and you would either get the peppermint or those really good cherry ones. Does anybody remember what I'm talking about with that? But now there's just so many. So in my last video, I taste tested two different candy canes. I did the Oreo ones and the Krabby Patty ones. So if you're curious about those, you should check that out. And in today's video, I've got Starburst, AirHeads, Dum Dums, and Nerds. So all classic candies turned into candy canes. So essentially the gist of this is going to be seeing how close they get to making the candy canes taste like their candies. And then I think each of them have 3 different flavors. So I will try one of each flavor. Gotta make sure, gotta taste test all of them, gotta get a feel for everything. But yeah, okay, I said I was gonna jump right into it, and then I actually sort of did like another little intro, but whatever. Now let's really jump into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Starburst, and the Starburst has green apple, lemon, and strawberry. Okay, so I just tried the red one. It was freaking delicious, but then I'm sitting here like, there aren't green Starbursts. Like, there might be in other packs, but in regular packs of Starburst, there is orange, yellow, red, and pink. But there's green apple in this. So I just find that very interesting, because I would have thought that for a Starburst candy cane, they would stick with their classic flavors. I mean, obviously, they can do whatever the hell they want, but I do find that interesting. Okay, the lemon tastes very, very strongly like the lemon Starburst. Like, very, very strongly like the lemon Starburst. Okay, so thoughts on the Starburst candy canes. The yellow, like I said, tastes super strongly like the yellow Starburst. It's delicious. The red tastes very similar to the red Starburst, and it's fantastic. Like, the red is easily my favorite. And the green is a really nice green apple flavor, but just with there not being a green apple Starburst, or at least that I know of, I just find it kind of odd. But I mean, it's good. Like, it's really good, and it makes me wish that there was. I mean, I know that there's a sour green Starburst in one of their sour packs, and there's probably green Starburst in other packs too, but I don't think there's a green apple Starburst. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I really don't think there is. But regardless, their candy canes are all really freaking good. Like I said, the red is easily the best of the 3. Okay, so next up are AirHeads. There's cherry, white mystery, and blue raspberry. So I'm pretty sure I've seen the Starburst in previous years, but I have most definitely never seen the AirHead before, and I'm really curious to see if the white mystery is either cherry or blue raspberry or a completely different flavor. Okay, so I'm going to start with the blue and red and finish with the white, so that way I can compare and see if it's the same as one of the other flavors I've tried. Okay, that tastes just like a blue AirHead, but almost better. Like, it almost reminds me of a blue raspberry Dum Dum. Like a blue raspberry Dum Dum and the blue AirHead mixed together. This might be one of the best candy canes I have ever had. Ever. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, God. I feel like my tongue is going to be like a weird shade of gray/green by the end of this video. Okay, so this one definitely tastes like cherry and is very similar to an AirHead, but it reminds me more of the cherry candy canes that I was talking about at the beginning of the video. But this one's really good too. Very similar to an AirHead. Really nice cherry flavor. And so far, none of them have had weird artificial flavors at all, which is cool. So now let's see if the mystery is like either one of these or a completely different flavor. I hope it's different. I really do. Mmm. That's fun. That is unique. That is different. It reminds me of pink lemonade. It tastes like pink lemonade. Is there pink lemonade AirHead? Because that's what this tastes like. Mmm. These three together, this might be the best box of candy canes I have ever purchased in my life. All three of these flavors are so, so, so good. I just had a little more of the blue. It genuinely tastes like a blue Dum Dum. Which, speaking of Dum Dums, it's time for the candy cane Dum Dums. So these ones come in the flavors blue raspberry, cherry, and watermelon. I can't help but wonder if the blue raspberry, the blue is purposely spelled wrong or if that was an error. All right. First thing I want to say is I'm glad they were smart and included the blue raspberry Dum Dum because I think they would have been stupid to not. I feel like it'd be a fair statement to say that the blue raspberry Dum Dum is the most popular Dum Dum. Do we agree, disagree, consensus on that? And it's my personal favorite. But all right. Well, you know, I asked that, do we think it's spelled wrong on the front, but it is also spelled like that on the side. I just think that's kind of weird. I've never noticed before if it's like that on the actual sucker itself. I'm going to finish with blue raspberry. I'm going to start with the cherry and see if it's similar to, because this package, so the AirHead had cherry, blue raspberry, and mystery, and the Dum Dum has cherry, blue raspberry, and watermelon. So I'm interested to see how the two flavors that are the same differ. And I'm also interested in the blue raspberry because I thought that the AirHead's blue raspberry tasted like a blue raspberry Dum Dum. So what is this blue raspberry going to taste like? So I'm going to start with watermelon and then go to the two that I'm comparing. That tastes just like a watermelon Dum Dum. Like identical. All right, cherry. I actually really like the color schemes of these ones. Hello, Silly. Thank you for making your appearance in this video. Okay, so they taste very similar, definitely not identical, but cherry Dum Dums I feel like have a very distinct cherry flavor, and this definitely hits that distinct cherry flavor nail on the head. So they're similar but different enough that this really does taste like what it is supposed to taste like. All right, blue raspberry time. Okay, so the other blue raspberry, like I said, reminds me very much of the blue raspberry Dum Dums, but definitely still has a blue raspberry AirHead flavor. This straight up tastes like the blue raspberry Dum Dum. Now, I do feel it's important to note that since Dum Dums are a hard candy already to begin with, it's probably a lot easier for them to take their recipe and put it into candy cane form because this is hard candy. Their candy is already hard candy, so it's probably a lot easier than like AirHeads and Starburst who have to take what is a normally soft candy and try to get the flavorings exact in a different format. So I feel like Dum Dums had it a little easier on them, and I think I would have been more disappointed if they weren't exactly accurate. But yeah, these are all spot on. Absolutely spot on. Okay, so last but also most definitely not the least, these are Nerds Tangy Candy Canes. Okay, so each one of these is two flavors in one. So the pink and green is watermelon and cherry. The blue and pink is Totally Tropical Punch and Road Rash Raspberry. And the pink and purple is Gotta Have Grape and Seriously Strawberry. All right, so I'm going to start with the grape and strawberry one. Okay, that one, the flavors reminded me of Laffy Taffy. Like, it really gave me strong Laffy Taffy flavor vibes, but I do also get a Nerds essence to it. That's very interesting. This is the watermelon and So Berry Cherry. Yeah, this one's not really doing it for me. I've got some artificial flavor vibes going on. Not a ton of flavor. Kind of boring. Alright, and last up is the Totally Tropical Punch and Road Rash Raspberry. What is Road Rash Raspberry? Like, what kind of name is that? That was the same as the first, just weird artificial flavors. Nerds, I'm used to the tanginess that comes from Nerds, and you don't get that at all in these candy canes. They're just straight, like, sweet, kind of remind me of Laffy Taffy in the purple and pink one, but the blue and pink and the green and pink both just have like weird artificial flavors and just are not exciting and don't really remind me of Nerds at all. Like I had said, the first one gave me like Nerds essence, but the other two, not in the slightest. And I'm very sadly disappointed because Nerds are one of my all-time favorite candy. And so I think they would have been smarter if they had made the entire very center of the candy cane like that tangy inside of a Nerd, and then coated the outside with like a Nerd's coating. But then again, you're technically not supposed to bite into a candy cane, so you wouldn't really get the effect anyways. No, I think you would. I think sucking on it, you would end up getting the tangy effect on the inside. I don't know, I think these were a disappointment compared to everything else. Alright, so final thoughts. Go out and get you some of those AirHead candy canes. I personally found them at Walmart. I don't like Walmart, but that's where I found them. I would also highly recommend the Dum Dums ones. I saw those at Target. I'm sure there are a bunch of other places too. If you really like Starburst, then the Starburst, and I can't say that I'd recommend the Nerds one. How sad is that? I'm so sad by that. They also had, I think I might have just screenshotted someone, shared it on Instagram, but there were giant Nerds candy canes, I think at Walmart. But I was like, I don't want to get so many candy canes that I'm overwhelmed myself. So I skipped out on those, but if you've tried them, I would love to hear your thoughts, let me know. But yeah, that is it for today's video. I would love to know what your thoughts are on these candy canes, if you've tried them, if you want to try them, if this made you not want to try any of them, and if there's any that you think that I should try, I would love to know. So yeah, leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts. I also hope you will give the video a thumbs up and subscribe so that you can stick around for more videos, and I will see you in the next one where there is going to be three more candy canes, but they're all dollar store candy canes. And if you've ever watched any of my dollar store taste testing videos, you'll probably know the dollar store is very hit or miss, that some things are good and some things taste absolutely disgusting. So I will have one of those coming up next, and I'm very excited for it. So I hope you will stick around for that, and have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye! Christmas,